Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be propagating my Leyland Cypress. I just got this in clearance for 20 bucks and I'm going to cut up all these lower branches here, probably quite a few of them. I'm going to try to fill this container with as many cuttings as I can, and then that's what I'll be using to sell. And then I'm not going to cut this whole thing down. I'm going to leave the top half alone, let it grow out. I'll plant it out in my grow out spot, and then I'll use it again next year to get more cuttings off of. So let's do this. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to spray disinfect it. You want to spray. I use rubbing alcohol. This is like 99% alcohol here. I'm doing this one-handed. So I spray that up, and then I got some paper towels over here, and I'll wipe them down. And now they have been sterilized, and I can use them on cuttings. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to kill any germs, any pathogens that may cause diseases or pass diseases along. And we want everything to be clean. You want the cuttings to be clean. You want the tree you're getting the cuttings from to be clean. So that's what we're doing. Next, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna cut off all these lower branches. Then I'll show you what happens. Alright, so here is our pile. I can actually get quite a few cuttings out of each one of these. Now, I'm not going to exactly make them all tiny because I want some to be decent sized ones, because the tiny ones will take a little bit longer to grow out than the bigger ones. But I'm going to start cutting them up, and I'll show you what I want them to look like, and then I'll show you the rest of the process. Okay, so here's our pile we just cut up. This is what you want them to look like. You want to strip anything down about 2 or 3 inches on each. And this is what you're going to dip into the rooting hormone, which is what I got right here. And normally what I would do is I would bundle these up. I get a whole bunch of them together so the stems are all the same length. And then I make my row here just like this. Got my little paint scraper. That's how I make my rows. Make sure that they're about as deep as that is tall. And I'll show you what's next. Okay, here we go. And I got them dipped into the rooting hormone. And this is difficult one-handed. I just take them, I stick them in there and bury them as deep as I have ripped off. I do this with every single one. Do about an inch away from each other. Don't worry about getting the roots tangled up because they should shake out easy in the spring. Do each one just like this till you get that whole row filled. Shake it off. Stick it in there. Okay, and then the way I close this up is the next row. I just put this on in down here, and that pushes it together. Make my next row. It's about an inch away from each other. And I do it all over again until they're all gone. So once I get these used up, if I need more to fill this tray, then I'll just go cut more off that bush. Alright, here are the Leyland Cypress cuttings all done up. I'm not sure how many there is. There's probably 6 times. There's probably about 60 cuttings in here. And we're going to leave them in here. This is August 30th, I believe. And we'll just let these callus up in the bottom. And they may not root out or start rooting this year, but they definitely will in the spring. There should be just enough time for them to callus out before winter. And then they'll just grow right out in the spring.